Okay, let's try that again without the echo. That's much better. Okay, thank you again for taking the time to participate and going through all of the brand new products that we are going to go through here today. I'm here with Jake Van Warmer, the product management specialist who assists with the category for air-cooled and liquid-cooled standby. And I'm also here with Ray Stanek, who will be taking over product management for the air-cooled and liquid-cooled products. Also with us is Tracy Byer, our channel marketing manager, to help us out with anything else we need. So without further ado, I will introduce you to Ray.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our product update webinar. A couple of things. First off, we are going to keep everybody on mute this afternoon for the presentation because it helps us minimize distractions and allows us to get through the presentation and Q&A session. Following the presentation, we will have an open Q&A session where you can use the notes section of your web application to submit questions to us, and we'll be here as long as there are questions. So at the conclusion of the presentation, feel free to send us your questions. A couple of things I'd like to touch on before we get started would be, first off, this presentation itself will be available on the LMS site, and there are currently directions on the Dealer Connection site that will direct you to the LMS site for this presentation for your reference. Another item I'd like to touch on is transition for the new products. That transition has already begun and will continue from now until probably around the end of October once inventories are exhausted. So that transition is beginning, and you will start to see these products very soon. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started with the presentation.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for attending this presentation.
All right, 1 second, folks. We're queuing up the presentation here. Having some sound difficulties.
Presentation about Generac's new air-cooled product. During the course of this presentation, you will learn about the new innovative and exciting features Generac's industry-leading air-cooled home standby products will have later this year. In 2014, Generac brought installers in-house in order to understand what is most important to both installers and their customers. The following improvements all started by an initiative called the Install Smart program. The goal of this program was to transform the installation process while adding additional selling features. Generac used the feedback from its installers and customers to truly understand how to make the product more installer-friendly while reducing the total cost of ownership for the end user. As you can see, numerous product improvements were made to almost every portion of the generator. Each improvement will be discussed in detail throughout the presentation. The first product improvement we will talk about is the new Direct-to-Dirt composite base pad. The new base pad eliminates sinking of the unit, allowing the generator to be installed directly on the dirt without the need of a concrete pad or pea gravel. The Direct-to-Dirt feature will reduce installation costs since there is no concrete pad or pea gravel required. In areas where concrete is required due to local codes, the composite pad remains attached and is mounted to the slab. Improvements to the generator base include improved concrete legging capability and the elimination of steel cups. Removal of the steel cups eliminates a potential rust point while providing better alignment for the concrete pad. The new footprint will now accommodate the use of optional AGM-style batteries. AGM-style batteries are dry batteries that can provide better cold starting capabilities and don't require battery pad warmer. The new design will not have the external connection box or GFCI outlet. The external connection box is commonly broken during installation or through other interactions due to overextension of the panel door. Moving forward, the main breaker will be inside by the control panel, with the external status indicator lights remaining on the outside of the unit. The next product improvement we will cover are the updated purls and improved roof geometry. This eliminates the need to apply pressure on the corner of the unit to unlock it and the need to bend purls for them to properly latch. Lock covers are also added to prevent debris and ice intrusion that may have prevented the enclosure from being locked or unlocked. The new 2016 design will feature the pins on the door itself rather than on the side panels. This allows the door to nest in the side of the enclosure and is now removable by simply lifting the door vertically. This eliminates the potential for the tabs on the bottom of the door to be bent or broken during removal of the enclosure's door. One of the most important improvements is the removable end panel. As seen here, removing the panel allows for great access to the new electrical connection area, field test port, and battery tray for simple battery installation. All electrical connections are now in one single location on the back curb of the unit, providing installers with easy visibility and connection of all generator wires during installation. The new design is still dual rated for both copper and aluminum wiring and will have the circuit breaker wired at the factory. All of the changes to the electrical connections are designed to save installers time and material during installation and ideally lower the cost of installation for the end users. It is also ideal for use with Generac's composite multi-conductor cable. Another time-saving feature incorporated into the unit is the integrated sediment trap. Sediment traps are designed to eliminate any unwanted particles or debris from entering the fuel regulator in the engine, improving the life of the component. Each unit will come factory built with an integrated sediment trap, eliminating the need for installers to build them in the field. This will ensure all units that are installed have a properly built sediment trap, while also reducing the time and materials needed by installers. The Evolution controller will feature an updated charging algorithm that is compatible with AGM-style batteries. AGM-style batteries are dry batteries that offer better starting in cold weather climates, eliminating the need for a battery pad warmer. Additional features included on the updated controller are blinking LEDs during utility failure. This is consistent with how the current PowerPack controller functions today. The last controller improvement is the improved common alarm connection and usage information, making it easier for installers to connect and set up the common alarm function. As mentioned earlier, the breaker has been moved inside of the enclosure and the external breaker box will be removed. The new design will provide additional provisions for lockout-tagout capabilities for increased safety. The new breaker location will not require the use of a separate disconnect. Generac has received formal interpretation from NFPA that the breaker is accessible via a tool and that the enclosure key is considered a tool. A letter is available for inspectors who have any questions. All V-twin units will feature an additional vibration mount on each side for better support and power head movement. All air-cooled maintenance kits will remain the same. One of the most significant improvements is the newly designed Generac G-Force 400 series engine. This 426cc engine will be used on the 9kW, which is going to replace the 8kW and the old 410cc engine. The new 426cc engine will offer significantly stronger starting capability for the new 9kW. One of the more noticeable product improvements is the badge on the outside of the enclosure. These badges are printed, metal stamp badges, which will indicate high-quality equipment. Additionally, the Guardian brand will be located on the badge and be removed from the door. All Guardian units will be BISC regardless of enclosure material. The second kW increase is on the PowerPack. The PowerPack will increase from a 7 kW to a 7.5 kW on liquid propane with no change on natural gas. All unbundled and pre-wired models will be discontinued. The only available PowerPack option will be the bundled limited 8-circuit switch with no whips. The new PowerPack will be rated for winds up to 180 miles an hour. To accommodate all of the PowerPack changes, the new bundled offering will receive a new model number. This slide outlines all product lineup changes moving forward. As seen here, all Guardian units, aside from the PowerPack, will have an aluminum enclosure, eliminating the coastal question of steel versus aluminum enclosures in saltwater environments. All pre-wired transfer switches with whips will be removed from the bundled product and will be available for order a la carte. Moving forward, bundled product will feature either a 16-circuit NEMA 3R switch with no whips or the 200-amp service entrance rated switch. Unlike the previously bundled pre-wired switches, the newly bundled NEMA 3R 16-circuit switch can be placed indoors or outdoors for greater installation flexibility. The NEMA 3R 16-circuit switch will offer additional breaker spaces for the 9 and 11 kW and is also multi-listed for any existing 1-inch breakers. The greater flexibility of the 16-circuit NEMA 3R switch will provide installers with more options and spend less time during switch installation, reducing the total cost of ownership for the end user. In order to support the larger interior dimensions in the new home standby design, the harness to connect the MobileLink device to the controller and battery has been extended. The new harness will be accounted for in new MobileLink kits via a dash change. Older MobileLink devices with shorter harnesses can still be installed on pre-2016 home standby units. Additional longer harnesses will be available to enable existing inventory to be used with either home standby. Accessories will also be changed with the new generator launch and are also a part of the Install Smart program. The total price of the generator transfer cart will be reduced by $150. Reducing the price of the Gen Cart encourages more installers to use the Gen Cart, a useful tool when moving the generator from the truck to its desired location outside of the home. Cold weather kits will also receive a price decrease along with how they are available for order. The oil warmer and battery warmer is orderable as a standalone item for those air-cooled home standby generators that are exposed to 0-degree Fahrenheit temperatures and below. The battery warmer is not needed if an optional AGM battery is used. Additionally, Generac now offers a breather heater kit for environments where extreme icing is common. Each kit will be available to purchase separately come October. Each cold weather component is orderable individually to ensure end users are only paying for the accessory that is needed rather than for a whole kit. Another new accessory and main component of the Install Smart program is the new corrugated steel flex fuel lines. 18-inch versions are shipped standard with current product and will be with the new design as well. The corrugated steel flex fuel lines allow installers to avoid using regular black gas pipe, which can be time-consuming and costly to size from the gas utility to the generator fuel inlet. Available lengths are 2, 4, and 6 foot, which offer greater installation flexibility. These length options are available from parts or Gen Service. Weather-resistant composite conductor cable available through one of many Generac suppliers will be available to be installed in open air according to NEC code for 2017. Wiring will no longer have to be sleeved. It will be able to be run from the generator to the transfer switch and is rated for direct burial. The composite conductor cable matches the control wiring color inside of the generator, providing mistake-free connection of the electrical. This will result in less material needed for installations and save time for the installer. Moving forward, all transfer switch rust points, including the trick nut, thumb screw, pen stud, and nut, have been updated with non-ferrous metals in the transfer switch to eliminate the potential for rust. Additionally, all knockouts are eliminated to increase the ease of drilling and making installations easier. This allows installers to drill where needed without having to worry about puncturing or accidentally punching out a knockout that was not in use, compromising the integrity of the enclosure. In Q4 of 2016, Generac will introduce a brand new product. A NEMA 1 rated 100 or 200 amp service entrance switch with load panel and integrated load management board. This switch will include both a 100 or 200 amp service entrance rated transfer switch and a 42 or 24 circuit electrical panel for installations that need both a new electrical panel and a transfer switch for indoor applications. This will reduce installation costs for new constructions and older electrical systems that may need a panel upgrade for code requirements. This option will provide installers with a cost-effective, all-in-one, whole-house option for generator installation. As the industry leader for many years, Generac is excited to once again be the innovator in the category to drive excitement to the residential home standby market. The changes seen in this presentation will impact the generator market by providing a simpler, more efficient installation process. As always, Generac thanks you for your time and your business.
Well, that wraps up the presentation.